Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I am here with Sherman. Sherman, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying to stay warm. It's really, really chilly here. How about you?
Good. I like the cold though. But yeah, no, it was like actually a pretty shocking switch because it was back and forth between like positives and stuff like that. It was pretty warm, and then it just has been minus 20. Everything's frozen. Everything's cold.
Yeah, it's like minus like 20-ish. And then like with the wind chill, like yesterday it was like minus 32, 33. So for our American viewers or listeners out there, that's equivalent to around like the mid minus 20s. So like minus 24, minus 25. So it's pretty chilly up here.
I love that joke, and it's just like 0 degrees. What temperature is that? 0. It's 0. No, it's
Yeah.
it's very cold. I usually am like double bundled up, right? So it doesn't bother me too much. But one day this week, I was just in normal like t-shirt jeans. It was cold. It was very cold outside.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but other than that, it is what it is. Like busy like usual. Like Sloth is not here because he's working, so we're all busy.
Yeah, it's kind of that time of the year. Everyone's trying to get as much work as they can get out of the way done. I have a lot of work to get done. It's not the most fun, but it's been busy. But it'll slow down in the new year. I drive, right, and what I drive all the time is like produce, food, that kind of stuff. So every time it's like holidays, like every store is like stocking up on everything. Like yeah. So it keeps us busy, but it's not so bad.
Yeah, as long as like we're still staying sane. That's what counts. I say.
Barely. I was barely there in the first place.
Yeah, I'm barely there right now still. Oh.
We the last few weeks we've talked about like some kind of more expensive avatar decks. Just in general, like some of the commanders have just been really up there in price, right? Like the set's holding really well. Very happy to see this one nice and cheap. Very, very nice, cheap commander that's not $60. It's nice.
Yeah, it's like $60-$70, something like that. Or well, it says $80 here, but it's what it is.
No, that's what I'm saying. The deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. The commander the last few weeks have been $60.
Oh yeah, the commander. Yeah, he's only 70 cents.
Yeah. Let everyone know quickly what we're talking. Before we even say that, thanks everyone for also like stopping in. If you want to like anytime directly support us, like, share, subscribe. It really, really helps out. If you want to go above and beyond that, go to Patreon. Any cards you find here today on the episode, go to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a discount. It's going to get us some support. It's going to support a great business. And then the same for Nerd Gear. If for anything like you want sleeves, you want your Commander Essential kits, you want your dry erase tokens that are so nice. I always need more of those because I make too many tokens. But also go over to Nerd Gear, promo code IT99. Let's get them. And let's jump back into today's commander. So Sherman, who are we talking?
We are talking about Sokka Tenacious Tactician for 1 in a blue, red, white. He's a legendary creature. Human warrior allied at the 3/3 has menace and prowess. So other allies you control have menace and prowess as well, which is awesome. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. So, as you guys know, it's me. Like being a little bit weird, a little bit janky. So, you are looking at the sole creature in the deck right now.
I like it.
He is the only one.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. That's all you need. We will go through everything, but yeah, like your goal is to bring him out and just, hopefully try to keep him alive. If not a big deal, recast him. But we want Sokka out. And like I built this deck based on the idea of what is one of the most annoying things in Commander. You have a board state, your commander goes away, and he or she or whatever, your commander comes back, and it's just small. It's tiny. It can't really do much, right? We're going to change that with the deck. So let's start off with our ramp here.
Really quickly before that, the generally speaking, when you build into a spellslinger style like this, you lose out on, like you said, your creature slots. You're not able to protect yourself. You're kind of in a bad spot, but you have a token generator from the command zone, which is crazy. It's already going to be strong. And you have your pump. Your anthem is in the command zone, because anytime you put any instants in the deck, you're able to just pump those creatures up, right? And they have built-in menace, so they're even harder to block. I think it's a very, without seeing anything, I think it's a very powerful commander.
He all of them are all the allies are annoying because they all have menace and they all have prowess. So even if Sokka's gone, your ally tokens still have prowess, so you can still cast things. They still get buffed.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this isn't granting them prowess; they just have prowess built in.
Yeah,
that's annoying. And the other thing too is you already have to, with menace, right? You already have to dedicate so much to blocking and getting those out of the way, and just the fact that you can play something as silly as an unsummon and then just be like, okay, well now they're 2/2s, now they're 3/3s, you know?
Yeah.
Let's jump into ramp. I'll take our first one. We've got our Arcane Signet here. You just tap 2, add 1 mana of your commander's identity. Easy.
Yep. And then after that, we have the Bender's Water Skin for 3 mana. Untap this artifact during each other player's untapped step, and you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color.
One of my favorite cards of the year. It's so good.
It's really good.
It is really good. We have Bounty Board. I don't really play enough Thunder Junction to know these ones all off the top of my head here. 3 colorless. You tap for 1 mana of any color. 1 in a tap. You put a bounty counter on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. When a creature with a bounty counter on it dies, each of its controller's opponents draw a card and gain 2 life. I like that. Little group hug rock.
Yeah, we want to incentivize people to remove our opponent's creatures. So, kind of nice. Next one is going to be Commander Sphere for 3 mana. Tap it to add 1 mana of any color of your commander's color identity, and you can sacrifice it to draw a card.
Nice. Good late to throw away too. Our Darksteel Ingot is next. 3 colorless, indestructible, add 1 mana of any color.
Then we have the Heraldic Banner for 3 mana. As this artifact enters, choose a color. We're going to choose white because our allies are white.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+0. Tap it to add 1 mana of the chosen color. Remember, white. We don't want red. We don't want blue. We only want white.
The other thing, all of these ramp cards, late game, you kind of get to a point where you don't want to draw one of these, but this is all of these cards late game are a token generator and a buff.
Yeah, so they're kind of nice because of that.
Yeah. We have the Jeskai Banner next. 3 colorless for a rock that taps for blue, red, or white. And you can pay blue, red, or white and sack it to draw a card.
After that, we have a Letter of Acceptance for 3 mana. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. And tap 2 to sacrifice a Letter of Acceptance to draw a card.
Yeah. Soul Ring is next. 1 mana, 1 colorless. You can tap it for 2 colorless.
And then we have a really, really fun card here. It's going to be Sonic Screwdriver for 3 mana. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. For 1 mana, you can tap it to untap another target artifact. You can tap 2 mana to tap it, scry 1. Or you can tap 3 mana, tap it, target creature can't be blocked this turn. That one's the important one.
Yeah, your commander can probably kill people pretty easy in this.
100% it can in the deck.
Yeah, you can probably one-shot people pretty fast because a lot of people underestimate how strong prowess is, but you're in the colors that have Boros stuff, right? You can easily slap on a double strike kind of thing and whoops, now you're dead.
Yep. Double strike is really, really, really annoying.
Oh, I know. We've got our Strixhaven Stadium next. 3 colorless. You tap it, put a point counter on Strixhaven Stadium. Whenever a creature deals combat damage, I think this is an essential rock for any token theme deck. But whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a point counter from it. Okay. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, put a point counter on it. Then if it has 10 or more, remove all, and that player loses the game.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get to the 10 point, but it is nice to have around. It's like an extra threat, right?
Well, I think it's just a solid rock. But the other thing too is that most people, unless you're against a life gain deck, are probably, if you're hitting them with 10 creatures in this deck, they're probably dead.
100% they are gonna die.
Yeah, they're probably already getting cracked pretty hard.
And then we have our last piece of ramp here. It's going to be a Wayfarer's Bauble for 1 mana. You tap 2 and tap it. Sacrifice this artifact. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle.
Yeah. Nice, easy. Again, just a 1-drop is a nice way to further ramp yourself while also making tokens.
Yeah, it's nice and easy. It's simple. Simple ramp package. After that, we have our card advantage. We have a bunch of card advantage cards here. We have 14.
Okay. Again, and this is also realistically like 14 token generating draw engines as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So we start off with our abandoned attachments. That's cool artwork. 1 and then hybrid blue-red. It's an instant lesson. You may discard a card if you do draw 2 cards.
Then after that, we have an angelic gift for 1 and a white. It's an enchantment aura. So you're going to enchant most likely your commander here. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. An enchanted creature has flying. Once again, we're giving it an evasion. We're pumping him up, and he's going in, and he's going to do a lot of damage.
Well, even the turn you drop that, it's now a 4/4 before anything else with flying and menace.
Yep, 100%. Right. So it's annoying.
And then do I sacrifice like 2 of my flyers? Maybe if I'm playing dragons, but then I'm starting to think like, okay, well, he probably has pump spells, and he probably, I don't know, do I want to lose my Lathril and my Miram or something, right? We have Biden of Thassa, which is actually probably going to win us a lot of the game here. 2 double blue. Legendary enchantment artifact. Whenever creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card, which is wonderful for us. But it's that 1 of the blue creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. Being able to force people to be wide open for our menace turn is crazy.
Yeah, that's actually really, really important because that actually allows us to get in from time to time. So the next one we have here is going to be Bitter Reunion for 1 and a red. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, you draw 2 cards. And for 1 mana, you can sacrifice the Bitter Reunion. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Also really, really nice.
Brutal. Especially you have a lot of rocks in here, right? So it's not out of the realm of possibility that you play like Abandoned Attachments, the Gifts, the Bident, and then Bitter Reunion, and then have 1 more mana. And then you've got 4 tokens that have progressively more and more power and haste before you cast anything else. Yeah,
it gets really annoying really, really, really fast because of that. So, and like even if we have like just Sokka out and we cast 3 things, then that's 3 allies, and then they're all getting bigger as you're casting, and then you just swing in, and you're good to go.
Well, again, even just with that, if you just had this mana to get those 4 cards I just talked about off, right? Then you have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So you've got, I'm bad at math, but I'm pretty sure that's 10 damage on board with haste without your commander.
Yeah, it gets pretty big.
Yeah, and then again, you cast literally anything else, and now it's 14 damage. Oh, and sorry, I counted your commander wrong. You'd have 10 damage, and then your commander who just got 4 spells, so 7. You're almost half healthing people with like 6 mana of investment or 8 mana investment. It's prowess is always silly.
It's pretty nice. Yeah.
We have the cartouche here. We've got our cartouche of knowledge. 1 in the blue. Enchant creature you control. When it enters, you draw a card. And enchanted creature gets 1/1 and flying.
Yeah, we just like the evasion. We like the card draw. So next one is going to be a Cathartic Reunion for 1 in a red. It's sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard 2 cards, and you draw 3 cards.
Yeah, I like the loot. I'm finding a lot more fun with loot lately than just raw card draw. I just really like to panic, throw cards away, and get new stuff.
Yeah, like I know people don't like to throw cards away. Like they look at their hands like, oh my goodness, it's all gas. What do I throw away? You know what? Just throw out stuff. You get used to it. The more you're used to it, the more you're willing to try other things like exiling like your graveyard or or play with dredge or things like that, right? So you should get into the habit of getting used to that and just go from there.
Taval was such a fun deck to build because of that. I never exile any of my cards. I don't get rid of anything. Everything's a resource, and I want all of these resources, right? So it is always nice to actually see some more things. The Yeah, looting has just been
Yeah.
it's been fun, especially because I started building a lot more budget kind of stuff this year, right? And it is really fun to just throw that stuff away. I also love all these
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, they're all really nice so far.
Yeah. You've got to cut a deal next, which again, I'm all had as a group hug deck at its core. It's 2 and a white. Each opponent draws a card, then you draw a card for each opponent who drew a card this way.
Yeah, like I know people don't like this card, but like I don't care if I'm giving my opponent like a card. Everyone gets a card. I get 3 cards. I need that 3. 3 for 3, that's good enough for me.
Honestly, a lot of times I play when I'm at game stores, or sometimes even like when we're out at events, I play a lot of 5 or 6 man games too, right? So cut a deal always does just really stack with a bigger table. I like those cards for that.
Yeah, on a bigger table it's really fun.
Yeah.
So
I cast 3, I draw 6. Okay.
yep, there you go. The next one we have is gonna be Faithless Looting for a single red. It's a sorcery, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. It has a flashback of 2 in red.
Yeah. I haven't seen this card. What is it from? The next one, Faithless Salvaging. Modern Horizons 2, hey?
Originally, like this one's from Modern Horizons, this version. So originally it was no, actually it's still from Modern Horizons. Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I haven't seen this one or played this one. Faithless Salvaging is 1 in a red. You discard a card, then draw a card, and it's got rebound. And you don't have to cast the rebound.
Yeah, you don't have to. So like it does say May. The next one is one of my favorite cards. It was in my spell book. It's Frantic Search for 2 in a blue. It's an instant. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Untap up to 3 lands.
Yeah, I like Frantic Search. Again, it's free, right?
Yeah. What's really fun is using this. It's like, okay, like someone's casting a spell. I'm like, all right, I'm going to cast Frantic Search. I'll draw the cards. Oh, I didn't draw into a counter spell. Hey, Brian, you have a counter spell, right? I'm going to untap your 3 blue lands. Can you counter it for me?
Untap up to 3 lands. It's not lands you control. It does not say that anywhere.
Yeah. So it's like, I was like, oh, I didn't get into it. We're still trying to resolve this. Hey, Brian, let's negotiate while we're still resolving this. Can you I'm going to untap your islands. Can you just counter that spell for me, please?
Has this been a group hug card I was unaware of?
That's how I play it sometimes. I negotiate like crazy.
I've never considered Frantic Search, but I'm actually going to start putting it into decks a lot more because I didn't realize that you can. I like that. We have our Jeskai Ascendancy next. A blue, a red, a white. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn, so double prowess. Untap those creatures. That's crazy. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw if you do discard. So it just gives you that passive loot, which is awesome. But more than that, it's just a second prowess anthem buff.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. And then the next one we have is kind of brutal. It's Open into Wonder for X double blue. It's sorcery. X target creatures cannot be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, those creatures gain, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So if we have a bunch of guys that are, big, they can get through, and we're happy.
Yeah. Well, again, it's making things unblockable when you can buff them so aggressively, right? We have
this deck gets really aggressive.
Yeah. We have our poll from tomorrow. X double blue, draw X cards, discard a card.
And then we have our final one, Whirlwind of Thought for 1 in a Jeskai. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you just draw a card. It's so good. You have to have this one.
Yeah, I like this. You've got a decent card advantage section here.
Yeah.
Anthems.
So the next section is the bulk of what we're going to do.
Am I seeing 24 anthems, Sherman?
It used to be higher. I've cut it down.
Yeah. Hello, friends. Would you like to get hit by a truck?
I didn't say it wouldn't be like that. I just said your biggest problem that you recast your commander, it's tiny. This way, when you recast your commander, it's already big. You don't care.
You did say that. You know what? I like a theme, Sherman. Yeah. I like
the nice thing. Yeah, like the nice thing about this is that the majority of these are cheap. I have some of them are expensive, some really expensive ones in the maybe board, but for the most part, they are cheap. And like when you have Sokka out, you cast one of these anthems. Okay, your creature comes out and it's a 1/1, but it's a 2/2 because of this. Sokka gets a +2/+2, right? And then the next one you cast, that's an anthem. If it gets +1/+1 to all your creatures, okay. Now that one's a 3/3 when it comes out because of the other anthem. The one that you cast before that is bigger, so it's a 4/4, and then your Soka gets another +2/+2.
I haven't seen
It just accumulates because of that.
I haven't seen an anthem based deck in a while, and like I said, they hit like a truck. But if you think about it, that's the obvious direction to go because you're generating your tokens. So again, even rebuilding your board state after a board wipe, it's like, okay, well, I cast 4 spells, and yeah, now they're all huge.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about board wipes because all you do is like, yeah, you lose all your creatures, but all your anthems are still there. So you just recast Soka. You don't care. Soka's already big. Soka's going to be like a 6/6.
Yeah,
or
people
a 7/7, or even a 10/10.
Yeah, people just don't play enough enchantment removal in general, and with 24 anthems, it's let's get into some of these. We have Alacrian Armory, I believe, is the first one here. 3 and white. Creatures you control get 0/1 in vigilance. That's annoying. Beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target mount or vehicle until end of turn. That permanent becomes saddled if it's a mount and becomes an artifact if it's a vehicle.
Yeah, we mainly care about the vigilance here, but the +0/+1's kind of nice.
Again, just a little toughness boost is all right.
Yeah. This next one is a little bit more expensive, but it is what it is. It's from the new Spider-Man set. It's Amazing Alliance for 1 double white. It's an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you attack with 1 or more legendary creatures, you gain that much life.
Yeah, not bad. Nice little passive life gain.
Yeah, we're gonna pad our life a little bit here and there from time to time in this deck.
Yeah, we have our Angelic Shield next. A blue, white and a blue. Creatures you control get 0/1, so again, another little toughness boost there. The fact that you have so many of these little toughness boosts already makes it think that it's very hard to just like sweep the board with like an end of festivities or something. But you sack Angelic Shield, return target creature to its owner's hand. So we have a save for our commander just sitting there.
Yeah, it's nice to save our commander,
Or
especially for board wipe.
I was gonna say, or offensively to just wreck someone's Voltron deck.
Yes, 100%. The next card is going to be a Call for Unity for 3 double white. It's an enchantment. It has Revolt. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, put a Unity counter on call up for Unity. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each Unity counter on call for Unity. So with this card, you're basically attacking someone every single time, just to either try to get rid of one of your tokens, just to pump this up even more every single time. You don't care.
Yep. There's
hope you get like Evolving Wilds or something like that.
I literally if you see in the video, I just scrolled down one line because I was gonna be like, Sherman, there's this card. It's there. Oh, it's there. Yeah, I saw it. We'll get there. We have a Champions from Beyond next. Another really cool card from Final Fantasy X double white. When this enchantment enters, you create X/1/1 colorless hero creature tokens. Cool. And then it has Light Party. Whenever you attack with 4 or more creatures, scry 2, draw a card. Awesome. And Full Party is whenever you attack with 8 or more. Wow. Whenever you attack with 8 or more creatures, those creatures get 4/4 till end of turn.
Yeah. So it gets pretty big. We this is like basically like our final push. Like our game ender that we're trying to push for.
Without again, even if you didn't, even if you just cast this for 2, you don't care about the X. You just now have a field of 5/5s. They'd be 6/6s. A field of 6/6 with menace that you can still further pump, and that's prowess. Again, yeah, menace and prowess is yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad for a budget deck so far.
Like I said, this anthem section is silly.
Then the next one is going to be Commander's Insignia for 2 double white. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. So you cast it once, great. Cast it twice, hey, +2/+2. You cast it 4 times, I'm your best friend.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. This is the one I was just about to be like, is this in the deck? We have Crescendo of War. 3 and a white. At the beginning of each upkeep, which I like, put a strife counter on Crescendo of War. Attacking creatures get 1/0 for each strife counter on Crescendo of War. And then blocking creatures you control get 1/0 for each strife counter. I like that it just aggressively makes the table go, but by the time it's back around, that's +4 for you. And if it makes us a second around, yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
And again, am I going to throw...
cards only... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, again, am I going to, because your blocking creatures are the only creatures that get it, right? Am I going to throw all of my, like, again, like little beasts or something like that, like my big things? Am I throwing them at your field of now like 5/1s? No.
Yeah, like, I don't care. I don't care about my creatures, right? Because I can always make more. Sokka just pumps them out, right? So, and yeah, like they just get really big. The only thing I'm missing is trample.
For now.
The next card we have here is going to be Divine Sacrament for 1 double white. White creatures get +1/+1. That's all of our allies. Yay. It has Threshold as well, though. White creatures get an additional +1/+1 as long as 7 or more cards are in our graveyard, which can happen.
Yeah. That's really cool artwork. I like the stained glass. That Dominaria? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I love all the art direction in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We have our Force of Virtue as well, a nice free spell. It's a cool one. 2 double white. If it's not your turn, you may exile a white card from your hand rather than pay its cost. Flash. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That'd be an annoying, really like threat assessing. Okay, well, his field's 1/1s, he's tapped out. And then suddenly they're going to be 3/3s, a big field. The 3/3s is different to attack into for sure.
Yeah, it's really, really annoying. Like it has flash, so like you can do like as a combat trick if you really want to pump everything. Plus, it has all of our creatures have prowess, so it's even more.
Yep.
So the math is actually kind of hard in this deck.
Math is for blockers, Sherman.
Yeah, true. No, the math is for blockers, but when the blocker is like, okay, how much damage am I taking? Didn't you actually have to calculate it all?
Nah, I'll wait. Take your time. Count it up.
The next card we have here is going to be Fortifying Provisions for 2 and a white. Another enchantment. Creatures you control get +0/+1. When Fortifying Provisions enter the battlefield, create a food token.
I like it. We have our Frostcliff Siege next. 1 white, 1 blue. 1 blue, 1 red, sorry. Colors are hard. As this enchantment enters, you choose Jeskai or Teamer. So the Jeskai option, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's great. And then Teamer, creatures you control get 1/0. Have Trampolinators. I knew you had Trampolinators somewhere.
Yeah, we're going to choose Teamer every single time. We don't care. We want that trample.
I was going to say Jeskai's looking pretty good.
We want that trample.
Yeah, Jeskai was looking pretty good, but Teamer now. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeskai looks good. Teamer looks even better, even though we are in Jeskai colors. The next one we have here is going to be Glorious Anthem for 1 double white. It's another enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. It's nice and simple.
Yeah. Glory of Warfare. I like it. Sherman, I really like this section. I cannot stress that enough. I like aggression. This is not a normal Sherman deck, and I'm very into it. We've got our Glory of Warfare next. 2, a red, a white. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control get +2/+0, which is brutal. As long as it's not your turn, they get +0/+2. Yeah.
On your turn, big booties. I can defend all I want. On my turn, we're going in for the attack.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
After that, we have Honor of the Pure for 1 and a white. White creatures you control get +1/+1. Nice and simple again.
Again, all of these make tokens when you cast them. That's so annoying. That's so rough.
It's so good because of that. It's so good.
Yeah. We have our In the Trenches here. 1 double white. Creatures you control get 1/1. Cool. 5 and a white. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until In the Trenches leaves. Activate only as a sorcery and only once. But that's okay.
I like this because it gets rid of things like propaganda.
Yeah. A propaganda, a doubling season. Just the fact that you can get any big permanent and it's passive. Again, we're not going out of our way for this bit of removal. It's sitting there as just a nice little treat.
Yeah. It's a nice little treat for us. So it's a nice little threat. And like, hey, just a reminder. And people will forget this. 100%. People will forget it.
Oh, yeah. You think it's going to get buried in the other 20 enchantments you have? Next we have our inspire.
Speaking of,
Wow. Okay, yeah. Next,
yeah,
is it me or you, Sherman?
next one is going to be Inspiring Leader for 2 and a white. It's a legendary enchantment. That's the background. Commander creatures you own have creature tokens you control get +2/+2.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Uh, Again, right next to it, Intangible Virtue, 1 and a white. Creature tokens you control get 1/1 and Vigilance.
It's a nice staple for tokens. You gotta have it. The next one gets a little bit crazy. It's Knowledge is Power. So for 3 and a white and a blue. Yes, that's right. We still have blue in the deck. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn.
That's really cool. That's a
Yeah.
very
So
unique
like,
anthem.
yeah, it's really fun, right? Because like you're guaranteed to draw. Well, not guaranteed, but you're basically drawing a card each turn. So everyone gets at least +1/+1. If by chance you draw some more cards of like from our 14 card draw or card advantage cards, they might get bigger.
Well, again, just the fact that we've got that loot, right? That we throw a Cathartic Reunion. Now we've just drawn 3, so it's a +4 on our turn anthem. And again, that just stacks higher and higher.
Yep, 100%.
That's a very, very cool anthem. There's a lot of cards I have to go back from the recent sets. I've been hating too aggressively, I think. We'll see. Next we have On Wings of Gold. Oh, this is a very, very cool card. I really like the artwork of this one. I always think it's silly, the flying zombies. 3 and a white enchantment creature you control that are zombies and or tokens get 1/1 and flying, which is crazy. And whenever one or more cards leaves your graveyard, you make a zombie. So if somebody was to exile cards from your graveyard, cool, you make zombies. However, you now have 1/1 flying tokens.
Yeah, all of your tokens are they all have flying now, which is really nice. Combined with anything else that gives it vigilance, now you have attacking and blocking possibilities, right? Your shields are never really down.
True.
Then after that, we have Radiant Destiny for 2 and a white. It has Ascend, so if we control 10 or more permanents, we get City's Blessing. Very easy to get. As Radiant Destiny enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. We're going to choose Ally. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. As long as you have the City's Blessing, they also have Vigilance.
Yeah. Again, now the fact that they're so hard to block with their natural evasion, now they don't have to tap. Now they don't, now they're 5/5s. Now they're 6/6s. These are big. We have our Rally the Ranks next. 1 and a white. As it enters, choose a creature type. Obviously, Monk. Creatures you control of the chosen type get 1/1.
And then after that, we have Sanctuary Lockdown for 2 and a white. Humans you control get +1/+1. Unfortunately, Sokkas are only human because the allies don't say they're human. So, but still, I just like this because I can, try to figure out some other stuff. It's a stupid anthem. I just wanted to throw it in. It's one of the cheaper ones.
That's
Other
fair.
than that, for 2 mana, tap 2 untapped humans you control, which we don't have. Tap target creature an opponent controls, which we can't do.
I think the 1 enchantment makes us humans, though, doesn't it? No, colorless heroes.
They're heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes they still don't say they're humans.
Again,
Or they're soldiers.
End of the day, nothing wrong with just buffing the commander too. It's still generating those tokens. Next we have our Spear of Heliod here. 1 double white. Creatures you control get 1/1. Cool. 1 double white. Again, and a tap. Destroy target creature that dealt damage to you this turn.
That one's actually kind of strong. And then our last one is going to be Valor in Akros for 3 and a white. It's an enter enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 to end a turn. This gets strong.
Again, you could have gone like in the what's the, I can't even think of the, whenever a creature enters, you get a 1/1 counter. There's
the Crusade.
Yeah, like
one.
Yeah, exactly. Like those like any of those like mass token ones. But again, I like this section more.
The problem with that card is one,
Cathar's Crusade, that's it.
It takes a long time to put all the counters on all your creatures. Second of all, it's like a $10 card. With that $10 card, I can buy 10 of these anthems.
I was gonna say you can buy half your anthem section with that $10. Again,
So so bad. Like it's a budget for a reason.
I like it. I would say again, whenever I talk, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I need more of the dry erase tokens already because I love to stack tokens. I don't love to put 1/1 counters on tokens.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like when when you sit down and someone's playing Super Friends deck, it's like, oh, here we go. Here, putting all the counters on the low piece and everything.
Yeah,
I get it. It's a deck type, people like Planeswalkers and everything, but everyone just like kind of groans at it because like you take like a 10-minute turn.
Watch me play with my dice.
That. But, like I don't want it because of that, right? It's a powerful card. If you have it, go ahead, use it. I don't care, But at the same time, like I'm trying to build things that like friendly to the table, not just powerhouse, right?
I talk all the time about my Zaxara deck. I took Zaxara apart. It was too consistent. But part of it was definitely that I don't bring 30 sets of dice with me to keep putting on my Hydras.
Yeah, it's just really annoying.
All right, so Sherman, I thought we were doing good.
What? I have to have board wipes. You know me. I'm the person with answers.
Yeah, but I don't know. You could have just. This is 4 more spots for anthems.
But like, I don't care if my guy dies. I just bring Sokka back, and then he just makes more creatures. I can produce creatures quickly. I don't care.
The blue season would be really good in this section too because you got so many. What's it called? So many tokens that you can bounce. What is the blue season called?
I don't remember. I have to look it up.
Let me see here. MTG season blue. That's an easy way. Season of Weaving. That it's just 4 double blue. You choose up to 5 paws worth of modes. The first is 1 paw, draw a card. Second is choose an artifact or creature you control, create a token that's a copy of it. Awesome. But then the third is return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. So again, a nice, easy wipe of your field because all your things are tokens, right? I guess you'll hit your rocks and your anthems, but regardless.
Even if we hit all our rocks and our anthems, we can just recast them and it's fine, right? It's not a big deal.
Yeah, all it's doing is making them bigger. So we jump into our board wipe section. Let's Sherman, I thought we were doing good. Austere Command, 4 double white. I hate this card. You choose to destroy all our artifacts, all enchantments, all creatures with mana value 3 or less, or mana value 4 or greater.
It's really nice because, like, we can actually go like with a board wipe and keep our tokens around and go in for the kill. So
no matter what this cast choices are, it always hurts me personally. It's always every time someone casts it, every time I see this come up, it's like a deck, and I'm like, all right, I'm really popping off with how many enchantments I've got going on. Not anymore. Oh wow, guys, my artifact deck is doing great today. No.
Yeah. So it's not a farewell. They're just destroyed. They're not exiled. Hey.
You know what? You got me there.
Okay. The next one is going to be Divine Reckoning for 2 double whites. And then our sorcery board wipe. Each player chooses a creature they control, destroy the rest. It also has flashback for 5 double white. So technically speaking, this is 2 board wipes in 1.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We have our Perplexing Test. I love this card. I love all the Strixhaven artwork so much. 3 double blue. You choose one. It's an instant. Return all creature tokens to their owner's hand. Or non-token creatures to their owner's hand. So again, it's just a win on deck.
Yeah, this is almost a game ender. So, and then our last board wipe is going to be Single Combat for 3 double white. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. Players can't cast creatures or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. Once again, we're going to keep our commander around.
But again, that doesn't even affect us negatively because we also can't cast creatures till our next turn, but we're not casting creatures. We don't care.
Yeah, we technically have 24 other creatures.
Yeah. We're making creatures. Interaction, Sherman. I thought we were friends. Smaller interaction section than normal. I'll give you that.
Yeah. It's a small interaction, so
I'm shocked with how little blue you have in this deck, to be honest. You know what? I gotta take the victories I can take.
The blue is just there to screw with people's minds. So it's like, oh, will they have a counter spell? Will they have it? I don't have a single counter spell in this deck.
Good, you're learning. You're learning. Good. I told you I knew I liked this deck. We start with a disenchant, 1 and a white, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
And then after that, we have a generous gift for 2 and a white. It's an instant. Destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant creature token.
I really, really like that artwork on it.
The artwork's really nice. Oh, you know what's funny? At our Eldritch Yes at Ogre's Den, which, once again, reminder everyone, if you want to come down to Ogre's for February the 21st, there's the CEDH tournament going on by Alberta CEDH. So come and check it out. It's proxy friendly, so come check, come have fun. But they made a binder for all the Secret Lair stuff, and they had all the special generous gifts artworks on there. And I bought all but one copy left, and I was just like, yeah, we'll just leave one there just for the next person to be like, oh my goodness, they have one left. I ended up buying like 6 or 7 copies.
True. I want to go just play like a silly deck, like a deck that I like. I like wrecking CDH tournaments and just playing decks that aren't meant to win but are meant to make people lose. I have fun with that.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, maybe I'll go compete in that though. I haven't played any of those tournaments in ages. Next here we have our Path to Exile. It's 1 colorless. Exile target creature. Its controller may search the library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
And then our last piece of interaction here is going to be Swords to Plowshares for a single white. Exile target creature, its controller gains life equal to its power.
Yep. We have a protection section as well.
Yes.
I do like this. So we start off with a Dawn Charm. 1 and a white. You choose one. Prevent all combat damage to be dealt this turn. Or regen target creature, which is cool. Or counter target spell that targets you. That's fair. Leave me alone.
Okay, so yeah. Technically, I have 1 counter spell. I forgot about that. But still.
Again, though, if you're using it for a combat wipe or a regen, then it's technically not a counter spell.
Yeah. So, and then we have Make a Stand for 2 and a white. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn.
That's a brutal card to cast offensively for attacking, because I think that I'm gonna get through. I've committed all my blockers, and now you not only get a pump, but they're indestructible, and you're not killing any of my creatures.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like it. Strong. We've got an Unbreakable Formation next. 2 and a white. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If you cast it during your main phase, you put a 1/1 counter on each of those, and they gain vigilance until end of turn. So you can also use it offensively.
Yeah, like the fact that they can get +1/+1 counters on your turn when you're attacking, and you pump them up even more. It's just brutal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's really nice because, people try to board wipe unless it's exile. Yay, they all survive.
Yeah.
The next section is our last section here. It's our utilities. So, it's only 4 cards left, but the first one is going to be Dance of Demands for X, a white and a blue. It's a sorcery. Return up to X target artifact and/or non-aura enchantment cards, each with mana value X or less, from your graveyard to the battlefield. If X is 6 or more, those permanents are 4/4 creatures in addition to their other types. So, if we bring back 4 anthems, they're technically, hopefully, going to be 8/8s.
Well, and the fact that you could have just looted them away.
6.
You could have just looted them away earlier, right?
Yeah, 100% we could have.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Like, that's going to be the early game. Throw away that knowledge is power. Throw away that call to unity, any of those things, right? Bring them back all late game.
Yeah.
You've made a new creature. They're now huge. They're creatures too. It's a problem.
Yeah, so Dance of Demands can be a game ender, especially considering that we have cards that give our stuff haste.
Yep. Your next one for the Emperor. 3 and a white sorcery. Creatures you control get 2/2, which with prowess is 3/3. And gain vigilance lifelink until end of turn. So now your field is 4/4s, which is a problem.
Yeah, with vigilance and lifelink.
4/4s minimum with vigilance lifelink.
Yeah, the lifelink part is the brutal part. Because, you just swing out, not care, gain all that life, and unless someone can, hit you for a lot of damage or commander damage, you don't care. The crackback is going to be immense. This next card is one of my favorite cards of the year, hands down. Okay, it's no one's really playing it, no one really cares, but it's Starlight Spectacular for 2 double white. It's an enchantment. It has Parade at the beginning of combat on your turn. Oh, sorry, this is one from this year. It's from an unset. Sorry. Anyway, at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose creatures you control one at a time until each creature you control has been chosen. Each of those creatures get +1/+1 until end of your turn for each creature chosen before it. So basically, if we have 4 creatures, first one we choose is +1/+1. Second one is +2/+2. Third one's +3/+3. Fourth one's +4/+4.
The first one does get 0. It says first creature in line gets 0/0.
I mean, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. But again, that's especially with the token deck. It's like another cascading prowess that way.
Because it gets really big really fast. Yeah.
Well, actually, it still would get it because they all have prowess. So your first creature is getting 1/0 or 1/1.
Technically, yes. Speaking. Yeah.
But yeah, that's again the fact that it's very, very easy for you to just stack. If you've got 10 creatures and stuff, right? Your first one gets none, but then your Sokka, which is where you're going to put your biggest bulk of it to commander damage, bash someone out, might just get like +9/+9. It's now a 12/12 just for you casting this enchantment. And that's not even like if this was a one-off effect, then sure, this would be strong, dropping it down as a sorcery. But this is every time you go to combat.
Yeah. So every single time, like all your creatures will get big as long as you have like a certain amount. Like they just get huge. You don't care. And like I said, you just swing in.
Well, and that's not a card you can threat assess. No, I don't think I've seen that in any deck ever.
It's a nice cheap rare that no one plays. So yeah, it's one of my new cards that I love to play with right now.
I have
really fun.
I've got a lot of decks that just passively spit creatures out. Like I'm really big into playing like the cleric decks, right? That have like the Soul Sisters, the Suture Priest, that kind of thing. It's like an easy spot to just make those things very suddenly. Okay, well, now Mother of Runes is a 10/10, so block it, I guess.
The worst part is if you have if you play like a huge token strategy, and you have someone like an Altar of Dementia, you can just mill everyone out easily, quickly.
Oh yeah, right? I guess because the power.
Yeah.
Well, this would stack to I'm immediately thinking of my Othari deck, which is the experience counters Phoenix, where you get more and more tokens every time you go to it and stuff. And like how annoying this would be and how big it would get so quickly. Like in any token theme, this is a problematic card. And like I play a lot of like 100%. Budget stuff, like King Darien, like that kind of things, like the landfall. What was his name? Torgar, something like that. Either of those, like any of those. There's a lot of really cool decks that it's an interesting rare. Its artwork is insane. This is a fever dream of an artwork.
Yeah,
I like seeing stuff like this. I want to actually buy a few of this. We have next our Tenacity as well. It's an instant, 3 and a white. Creature control, get 1/1 and gain lifelink until end of turn. Untap them. So again, yeah, you think you're attacking into me and gonna kill me. I untap all my creatures. They suddenly are now lifelinkers.
Yeah, they all get +2/+2, and they all get lifelink. And then I untap all of them, and whichever ones don't die are prepared to block next turn, or whatever. Right.
The nice thing about how this deck works too is that your commander's a cast trigger, right? So any of these anthems, the new creature will be around for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Any important lands in the section?
No, only thing that's kind of important that you would really want is like a Rogue's Passage, but that's about it. And then if you go all the way down, once again, like usual, we have a maybe board. And like usual, the maybe board is practically equivalent to the whole deck.
That's $71. That's funny. Yeah. Let's quickly run through them. The first we have is And They Shall Know No Fear. I love that card, but it is pricey. 1 and a white. Choose a creature control of the chosen type. Get 1/0 and indestructible till end of turn.
Yeah, this is a great card. It's only really expensive because it was in the 40K decks, right?
Yeah.
So it's just difficult to get. And then we have a Boros Charm because like it does everything that we kind of want to do just in case. It deal 4 damage to something, to a player or planeswalker. We can give our permanents indestructible, or target creature, most likely our commander, will gain double strike. So we can almost one-shot someone.
Yeah, blitz people with commander damage. Divine Visitation will be a problem too. 3 double white. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. Yikes.
Yeah, like they don't have prowess or menace, but they're 4/4 flyers, right? So you already have the evasion, and with all the anthems, they're like more like 10/10s. The next one is going to be a Felidar Retreat for 3 and a white. It's an enchantment. It has landfall, so you can choose one of these when the land comes in. You can either create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token, which we don't care about, or we can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature we control. Those creatures gain vigilance till end of turn. That's the one we want.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Haze of Rage, as well as like just a back-to-back pump and creature generator. 1 in a red. It's got a buyback of 2. It's a sorcery. Creatures you control get 1/0 till end of turn, and it has Storm, which is again a game ender.
Yeah, it's brutal. Next one's going to be a Patchwork Banner for 3 mana. It's an artifact. When it enters, you choose a creature type. Creatures you control, if chosen type gets +1/+1. But you can also tap this to add 1 mana of any color. This is a fantastic card. I can never find any copies, though.
Expensive 3 mana rock, though.
Yeah, it's a $9 mana rock.
Yeah, you've got the renewed solidarity as well. 2 and a white. As it enters, you choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get 1/0. At the beginning of your end step, for each token you control of the chosen type that entered, you create a token that's a copy of it. That's great.
Yeah, this one's really, really brutal. So, like, just because, like, we're generating so many allies. Then after that, we have Sokka's Charge for 3 and a white. It's an enchantment. During your turn, allies you control have double strike and lifelink. Lovely card. It would be great in this. It's a $10 card, though.
It does have to drop down a bit in price for sure.
Yeah.
We have our Surge to Victory. 4 double red. Exile target instant sorcery from your graveyard. Creatures you control get XO till end of turn, where X is that card's mana value. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player this turn, copy the exiled card. You may cast it. That's pretty cool.
This card's really fun in token decks when you don't have like an Anthem theme like this, because people are more willing to take the damage. So it's like Daniel, I have like 4 1/1s here, and I have a generous gift in my graveyard. Can I attack you with all 4, and then you let all 4 go through so I can cast this, the generous gift to get rid of the board state of sort of like Slothy or something like that? That's a problem. It's only 4 damage total, right?
If you, because what's it called? If you hit me with 5 creatures, you would get 5 generous gifts. I would die. I would die straight out just to let you wipe someone's lands off the field. I would think that's funny.
Yeah, 100% you can do that.
Yeah. I'll take 20. Get rid of every other land on the field, and I'll die happily. I could be in the winning state, and you could make that deal with me. You could be like, listen, yes, you're going to lose right now. We're going to kill you, but I will destroy everyone else's land. Not mass land destruction. It is not a mass. These are happening one at a time. Everyone can interact. Not MLD. Don't even worry about it. Easy way to take me out. And then our last one is the War Leader's Call, which is so good but so expensive.
Yeah. So it's another $10 card. It's a great anthem because like creatures once again get +1/+1, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It is really nice, but it's a $10 card, right? So once again, that's like a quarter of our anthems.
Yeah. Again, very easy to it's very easy to slot in and stuff if you want to, right? We just have your deck is in its current form. It's just a wonderful budget version, right? You can always power a budget version of a deck up, right? Yeah, $80 is pretty easy to assemble.
There's so much that you can power up in this because like all of this is like very like synergistic, like it has a lot of synergy here and there. So if you have this, it works well with this, blah 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 blah, etc. But like I have stupid stuff in here, like the one where it's like Sanctuary Lockdown. I only have 1 human. That's Sokka. I just threw it in just because like I wanted another cheap anthem that was a little bit different, right? So you take that out and you throw in like War Leader's Call. All right, it's not a big deal, and it still works.
Yeah. Well, you can also like there's a lot of stuff that you could just quickly like passingly switch out, right? There's a Goblin Bombardment that does the same thing where a creature enters, or is the bombardment you sack your creatures?
Yeah, you have the Goblin Bombardment where you sack a creature to deal 1 damage to whatever any target. Then you have like you can put in like Impact Tremors where it deals 1 damage.
That's the one I was thinking.
Or you have like Wormstorm Surge where like a creature comes in, you deal damage to equal to its power. Like you have so many options, but like at the same time, like you know, when you do all of that, like it works with their anthems because when they come in, they're huge, so you're dealing a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of cool directions you could go with this, but looking at it, like I just ordered one from my LGS here. I just got one because I wanted to put something together. I was just going to make it a spell slinger deck. All instance. I think I'm going to go the anthem route that you went because it looks really fun.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's more fun because like all your like the problem with allies like with Sokka and creating allies for a spell slinger is that they all stay 1/1s constantly. So once you cast your spells, they get big, and then they shrink back to 1/1. And then like, oh no, someone's attacking you with like a 6/6 beast or something like that. And you're like, what am I gonna do? Now you don't care because it's like, oh, you have a 6/6 beast, no problem. I have like 4/8/8 allies. I don't care. They're all big. You don't attack me, fine. I'm still going to attack you because all my guys are big and beefy, and I still have things left behind that are big and beefy. I don't care, right? So this is just like a super, super aggressive deck. Like most people that will play this be like, oh, I'll cast something, I'll just hold back. No, you are attacking every single turn because all you're just going off the fact that all your creatures are really, really big. They're bigger than everyone else's, and you're just taking them down and you're winning by attrition.
Yeah. Again, even like looking at, I'm just scrolling through some of the common decks, and every one of them is exactly how I would think people would have gone. It's all, you need an anointed procession, you need a Mondrak, you need and this just looks fun with that. I really like this direction you went.
Yeah, you don't need a Mondrak, you don't need an anointed procession. It's an $80 deck. You just throw it together. Most people will have like 90% of these cards. You're gonna be missing like a handful, and with that handful, you just slap in something else. You don't care, right? This is a fun deck.
Well, I was gonna say people aren't gonna. I like decks I can't threat assess, right? And there's no way to threat assess 24 anthems in a deck, hidden in a deck. No one's expecting that.
Yeah, it's like you're playing elves, like an elf ball deck, but they just get each elf is its own anthem, right? Each creature's own anthem in a sense.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna go this route because it's silly. I like this deck a lot.
Yeah, but that's the deck. So
yeah, let me roll our outro here on it. This is a very cool deck. That's the wrong button. There we go. If you guys like what you are seeing and you want to see more silly decks like this, come like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. If you want to support us on Patreon, you get to come build these decks with us, chat decks a little more intimately, which is kind of always fun. I really like this anthem idea, Sherman. I'm sitting here already putting things off on the side. If you want any of these cards, go over to yourhouseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. That's going to get you a discount. And if you want cool places to put these, like nice sleeves, like nice commander trays, or even if you just need to draw your guys on your little dry erase tokens, go to Nerd Gear, promo code IT99. The link's in all the bio of all these things, and you're gonna get a discount on those, which is great. You gotta have a nice home for your commander. You can't have a nice fancy commander and just put it on the table like an animal. Yeah. I'm sitting here looking at other anthem effects, Sherman. I want to make this.
There's a lot of different anthems to throw in. Like a lot, like it's crazy.
We give the people some music.
Overall, yeah. He listens to music and he's like goes 34 like 40-ish anthems there are.
I'm literally just on the other screen being like, what anthems are missing? Bye-bye, everyone.